Hello, this is again your host for the NAMDINS Infotainment YouTube channel, and that is none other than Mr. Josephat Kashindi Andreas. I'm recording this video for training purposes for those people who are very favored by God, I must say, that they got the job offer, right, to go in the community and register people who are interested in the sports thing that we have going. Anyway, for you guys, you already know what I'm talking about, right? Okay, so a few things that I need to mention first, right? I think first I should mention about something that's a little disturbing with people. I have noticed that a few people have been lying, right? They're not honest enough. So if you are not this person that I'm talking about, please just bear with me. This is just so that it's out there. This is evidence that I don't condone such things as lying to people, right? When I send out messages, people are supposed to watch the videos, right? They watch all the videos and then they subscribe to the YouTube channel so that next time there's a video uploaded, and then they are supposed well, first they watch the videos, they subscribe, and then they turn on the notification bells so that every time I upload a new video for training purposes like such as this one, right? When I upload it tonight, YouTube is supposed to send a notification to every person who has subscribed and turn on their notification bells, right? So that it already tells you to say there's a new video from NAMDINS Infotainment YouTube channel, so that I don't have to text you on WhatsApp, right? It's supposed to go automatically, even if you are 5,000 of you guys, if you have all subscribed, or whether you are 5 million people, if you subscribe. I remember I've subscribed to somebody like a career coach in the UK, and she has a lot of subscribers, right? So every time she pops a video, most of her videos upload around 10 a.m. in the morning in the UK time, right? But immediately she uploads it, it sends me a notification. Whether I'm sleeping, whether I'm found in school, maybe I'm in class being taught, or I'm writing an assignment, or I'm studying in the library or whatever, the notification comes on there, and until I've opened it, my phone will keep it on there. So every time when I come out of my meeting or wherever I've been, I just check on my notifications. If it's important enough, I click on it. It takes me directly to the video, and then I start watching. Because I always have data, and if I don't have data, then I'm at home with YouTube and things, with Wi-Fi and all that. Yeah, so some people have not subscribed, and they have lied to me that they have, okay? Number two, some people have not watched all the videos for them to get a clear understanding of what it is that we are going to be doing in this project. And it's very disturbing when people do that, because then I will be under the impression that you understand everything. Now, once we start talking deeper and deeper, you will just find that when the person starts asking you questions, they will ask you questions like, when are we starting with the work again? Are we still starting on the 1st of October, which is Sunday? But in the video that I have already uploaded on the YouTube channel, which they said they watched, I mentioned it to say, because Sunday, because the 1st of October is Sunday, we can't start on that day, we only start on Monday. Now, if you ask me that, I will know that you either did not watch the video, or maybe you watched part of it and you didn't watch all of it. Now, when I say watch the video from the beginning to the end and watch it over and over and over, I'm not saying it for any other reason. It's for you to understand what it is that is going on and what it is that you need to do, so that you'll be more effective. You see, if you don't understand things, you go in the field, on Monday comes, people who have done the job, they go on in the field, you also go with them in the field, and then you start working. You will have questions, you will have things that you could have gotten from the video, and you end up asking us, okay? I'm going to still create some WhatsApp groups. I'll start tonight. I'm starting tonight to create WhatsApp groups, and so as soon as I do that, but I will not entertain funny questions on the WhatsApp group, okay? Because I don't have the time. I still have another, well, how many thousands? About 7,000 more people that I need for this project. Since now we have upgraded from 2,100 people to over 10,000. I need 10,000 people on this project. And I'm going to get those people if you guys don't keep me busy asking me questions for things that are already covered in the training, okay? In the training video or in the presentation. Yeah, so please, if you are watching this and you have a friend who has sent me information, because what I have seen is that some people talk with their friends. Maybe the friend has watched for real and they have subscribed, they've turned on their notifications, they've turned off their disappearing messages, and that's another thing. When I go to your messages, I can't find all the messages I sent you are not there, they've disappeared because you turned on your disappearing messages. It's very, very bad, and I will not know how to help you because I need to look, because if my phone doesn't, because my phone has a lot of memory. I have a very big phone, so it has enough memory, right? And because of that, I keep all the messages, all the communications that we have started 2 months ago until today, all the videos, everything that I've sent you is still on my phone if you have not turned on your disappearing messages. Now, if you have, then it's a problem for me, because if I want to go back and say, oh, okay, this person watched only up to here, because maybe some of the people will say, I've only watched, today I could only watch the video number 1 and 2. The third video I couldn't watch it because my data got finished. Then if that message is still there on my phone, I can still be able to send you that video or do something, to help you so that you are able to be effective. Okay? Now, it's really sad that some people are lying, so don't lie. No, now some people have heard from their friends to say, oh, okay, no, for me, when I sent my things and I told Mr. Andreas to say, I have watched all the videos, I've subscribed, I've done all the things that he asked me to do, then he sent me a congratulating message saying that I've got the job. Now, people who have not done the steps from step 1, 2, 3, and 4, they haven't done all the steps, they haven't watched the videos, they haven't subscribed, they haven't done anything, they just send the same message. Oh, I have watched everything, I'm done with everything, please, what is the next step? Then they ask me, then I say, congratulations, you've got the job. Now, imagine me saying that, and when I say that, I'm saying it to a person who doesn't understand what is going on, right? And now Monday comes, maybe you even fail to watch the training video such as this one that I'm talking about, and you see, this is taking up a lot of our time. So if my people, really, seriously, my good people, if we can just be honest with ourselves and each other, right, then we are going to have a better way of, you see, I've been talking for 5 minutes now about funny things that I'm not supposed to talk about, So, because people are just, and it's very frustrating because I'm dealing with everyone one by one. Even when I open the message, the groups, the different groups for the regions, I'm still going to meet people asking me questions of things that we have already talked about. We need to concentrate. If you are really serious about wanting this job, you need to learn to concentrate, number 1. Concentrate on things, and if you have a problem, you see, watching a video, if you watch a video without a book and a pen, writing down, taking notes of things that are important that I'm talking about there, you will by the end of the 1 hour of the video, you will have lost everything already. You have already forgotten 50% of everything. In 2 days' time, you have forgotten 70% of everything. You can only remember 30% of what you have watched. Okay, that's why, because it's a lot of information. So I want you to be honest with yourselves and be honest with me, please, so that we can move forward properly, because it's very, very bad. It drags us down. It keeps me far from the target time that I want to do things. Okay, this weekend, I'm going to have at least 2 or 3, maybe 4 videos, 4 training videos, including this one, the one that I'm talking about now today. And I'm going to upload them on the YouTube channel one by one, right? So I might record 2 today. If I manage to record 2 today, at least I'll have something. If not, then tomorrow I'll record some videos tomorrow, and then I'll upload them in the night, okay? Then they will be on the YouTube channel already in the night, so that you can just go and watch. Now, I received a message from a lady complaining about YouTube being too much, because maybe it uses too much data and you need Wi-Fi and all these things. And she's suggesting that we should apparently do what? Do Zoom meetings. Now, I have already analyzed all these things. The reason why I chose YouTube is because YouTube looks like it's the best option for all of us, if I'm talking of having 3,000 or 4,000 or 5,000 people. Okay? Because number 1, Zoom, if I am to schedule a meeting and I say the meeting will be 6 o'clock tomorrow, number 1, I schedule that, I set up the meeting, schedule it on my Zoom, then I get the link, then I'll have to send that link. Maybe if I have a group, I put it on the group. Then everybody will get it who is on the group, right? But only people who have their phones on, who are online. That's number 1. Number 2, this video, if I schedule the time to say 6 o'clock, that time might only be suitable for me, but it might not be suitable for you or somebody else. Maybe you will be fine, but some other five people in the Hangwena region, 2 in Omaheke, 10 in there, 100 people in Kunene, wherever, they might not have, they might not be available to be on the Zoom, because Zoom is live. It's a live thing. So if it's on, it's on. If something were to happen to me, and I scheduled the meeting for 6 o'clock in the evening for tomorrow, and something happens, somebody hits my car, or I go into a small problem that makes it impossible for me to attend the meeting, then it's over like that. Number 3, Zoom has a limited number of people who can be on the Zoom call. It's not everybody. And if you miss that meeting, I will still be needing to have, I will also need to record it, you know. So so that if somebody misses the meeting, I'll have to, again, take the same video, recorded thing, post it on what? On YouTube again. So it's double work for me. So Zoom will not work for what we are doing for this project. Zoom might work if it works with, it can work maybe for the leaders. Once we have started, in the month, since I told you guys to say that the month of October, from the 2nd of October to the 31st of October, we'll be seeing who has registered more people per region, from each region, and those people will be promoted to get an extra bonus of $10,000 at the end of the life cycle of the project. Maybe those leaders who will be in charge of the groups of people in their regions, maybe for them we can start doing a Zoom for training purposes and to catch up and for you know, that's what I was thinking, because to have a Zoom for 3,000 people, it won't work, because if I do one, then some people in this other region, they have poor network, the data is not, they are at the Wi-Fi place, and the Wi-Fi maybe is too cheap or whatever, it's too unstable, and then you go in a Zoom meeting and then it logs you out, and then you go in, and some, you know, so it's just too complicated for Zoom. Zoom will not work for this project because it will create more work for all of us, including myself, especially for me now, who is the one administering this whole thing. Okay, so we are not going to be using Zoom except only maybe for the leaders or just for some instances. I'll be seeing how things are going. Okay, because we will need feedback meetings as well and things like that. So it's very, very important for us to stick to the YouTube channel. I mean, how difficult is it to press subscribe and then you're subscribed to the channel? Now, yes, this is another thing. I have forgotten to say this in the last 3 videos that I made. Now, because some people, when they're asking their questions, they feel like maybe I'm trying to get a lot of subscribers for YouTube, right? I want to inform you that my channel is not being paid. This channel is not being paid by YouTube. I started this channel over 3 years, not 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Yeah, so it's going to 3 years now. This channel has been in existence for over 3 years now, right? And I've been doing it for other videos, for other businesses and other things that I was doing, right? But when I went on to monetization, which is now where you go if you want to start getting paid for the number of viewers you have and the number of subscribers you have by YouTube, they wrote there to say, I cannot qualify because I'm in a region where they don't pay people who live in that region. So maybe the region means Namibia. I don't know. So this YouTube channel, I'm not using it to get viewers or to get subscribers for pay. I'm basically just using it because it's the cheapest way to do. It's the easiest way, the most convenient way that I can see right now that can help this project for you guys to get your money, to get paid and all these things. So that's the reason. So if anybody is thinking that I'm doing that to get subscribers, I'm very sorry, but that is not the case. As of today, which is what? The 28th of September 2023. I have not received any money from YouTube for the last 3 years that I've been doing this. I have not gotten anything in terms of pay. So I'm not doing this to get paid by YouTube. I'm basically just doing this because it's the easiest way, the most convenient way that is there for us to move forward with this project if it is to be realized, okay? So please get that please, so that you don't ask me funny questions again. Somebody was asking me to say, oh, so for me to get this job, I need to subscribe first. And I'm like, yes, because I need to go through. You see, those of you who have already been on this, who have been watching the videos from the beginning, maybe from last month or from the beginning of this month, September, right? Do you know that I have already trained you somehow? You're already trained, your mindset is different, the way you think is a bit different and all that, because of you going on the YouTube channel. And by the way, on this YouTube channel, there are a lot of videos, and there is another video where I'm supposed to record a video, but I won't because I've already got the video I recorded last year about attitude and how you can be the best you can be, and you can watch that video. It has over 150 videos on it, this channel, right? So there are lots of training materials. Like I said, I'm a business coach and I'm a trainer. And I have been doing this for many years, so I have experience. And most people that I have trained who are serious, because you see, I can train you, but if you're not serious, you will not get the results that other people are getting. Most people that I've trained who are serious, today they are making money. Others have bought houses, they bought cars and things because I've trained them in business. So I'm saying this, I'm not saying this from a point of view of bragging and saying, oh, I'm better than whatever. I'm not comparing myself to anyone. I'm just saying the truth, that I have coached people who have now bought cars, and some have bought houses and plots of land and things like that. Yeah, so I'm just saying that so that you can understand where I'm coming from. So if I'm saying let me train you, please do listen, humble yourself to listen. Whether you're older than me, or you are more educated than me, or you are from a much richer family than me, it doesn't matter. Those things don't matter. The most important thing, because at IUM where I'm studying my master's, there's only one person two people who were teaching me who are older than me. The rest, I think 7 or so of my lecturers, they are all younger than me. They are much younger than me. They even say, oh no, Mr. Andreas, and things like that. And I just feel funny because, they are my lecturers and I have to sit in class there and listen. And if I'm talking in class and they say, Mr. Andreas, please keep quiet because you are disturbing the class, I can't argue with them and things because it's wrong. So I'm just saying that all these things, let us do things right so that we can stop wasting time. I've been talking for long now and I haven't even talked about the topic of what I wanted to talk about. Okay, so maybe I should just end this video. I can't end the video. Let me just maybe put in other things and then I can record another video for training now, which is for training. Okay, because it's very, very important. Now, number 2, there is something, you see, if you are serious about this business, right? Not this business, because you are actually going to be self-employed, right? Yeah, you are going to be self-employed, so you are not really like an employee of NAMDINS. You are going to be working under the NAMDINS umbrella as a subcontracted person, a person who has been subcontracted to do a job as a self-employed person, right? So that is very, very important, and I want you to get to understand that, okay? Because this will mean that you are in charge of your own time. You are in charge of your own time. You can decide, okay, you want to call people from 6 p.m. in the night until 12 midnight. That is your job. It's not me. I will not come there and say, oh, are you talking to people? Are you finding clients and things like that? I won't do that because that's not my job. That is your job. You need to be self-motivated. Now, research has shown that most people get motivated by money. So, like I wrote on the board the other time about the $50,000 to $100,000 that I'm willing to pay you, 50 to 100,000 Namibia dollars, and it can even be more. Plus, let's write the big plus, the big plus. Yeah. Let this be your motivation. Think about this all the time. Talk about it. Say I will be. Like for me, when I I'll tell you stories about my life, how I work with my life, just how it is. I tell you, in 2020, when I got the idea of doing this project, the first thing I did was I thought, okay, I need to have a way that can employ a lot of people, because Namibia has a lot of unemployment. People are suffering. People are in debt. Others who are working, they get paid little money. And some of us are lucky that we have businesses that pay us good money, really, and you thank God, and I thank God every day of my life about my job, I thank God about my business income, all the incomes I'm getting, so you need to speak the things you want to see in your life, speak them. Even the Bible says that you must speak the things you want to see. Say things as though they were, so they can be. I can't tell you which book it came from, but right now, because I'm not in that space of mind right now, but I can tell you that the Bible says, talk things as though they were, so they can be. You know, if you want to make 50,000, let this be your motivation. Don't just sit there and start whimpering and start feeling sorry for yourself, because feeling sorry for yourself doesn't pay bills. Feeling sorry for yourself doesn't pay bills. It doesn't pay for your school, for the school for your children. It doesn't get you a better phone. My kids were just Googling for me the latest phone I should get their mother. Yeah? And it's about 40,000 at the moment. $40,000, the latest iPhone 15 Pro Max or something like that. Yeah? And so if I start feeling sorry for myself, and now I'm feeling sorry, I want everybody else to come and join the pity party, to have pity, to feel pity for me, it's not gonna work. That doesn't pay bills. It will not buy a new phone for my wife. It will not buy me the latest Range Rover I want to buy in the next few months or whatever. You see what I'm saying? So don't feel sorry for yourself. Make sure that you do the things that you need to do. So speak this. Start saying, I'm making my $50,000. You know, you can start. For some of us who are prayer people, who are born again Christians like myself, who are prayer people, when I pray, I take my everybody is sleeping in the house, I wake up, I do my things, or I go out and start walking around and just pray, you know, just praying. I'm talking these things. I'm a multi-millionaire. I'm making a lot of money. I don't need anything on this earth. There's nothing that I can't afford. I can afford everything. You know, I speak that in the name of Jesus and things like that. But for you, if you don't believe in God for now, yeah, at least say, I'm going to make my 100,000. I'm not making any less than 100,000. And you speak that every day. You tell yourself that every day. Now, you need to be careful, because if you say it when people are around, people will start laughing at you. They will start mocking you. They will start telling you that you are crazy. And I have been called crazy, my friend. I have been called crazy, so I know what I'm talking about. All right? And if you have seen the history of most successful people, most of them were locked up and they were put in an asylum because people thought they were crazy. And you see, that's how we succeed. So start speaking this. Let this be your motivation to say, I want to get my 50,000. You know, if you get your 50,000, I mean, you can do a lot of this. You can get a new phone with it. From there, you can get a brand new laptop. You can get a car. You know, you can get so much. And I mean, if you can do more. Look, for you to reach 100,000, all you need is 2,000 people. 2,000 people. That's all you need. 2,000 people. That's all you need for you to make $100,000 Namibia from this project. Whether you do this 2,000 people, if you get them in 1 month, you get 100,000 this month. Next month, you get another 2,000 people. Eh? You get another 100,000, you have 200,000. Before long, I mean, if you are serious, you can get 10,000 people. If you get 10,000 people in 7 months, you are going to have $500,000 Namibia, 500,000. 500,000 Namibia dollars. Okay? This reminds me when I was in the UK a few years ago. I saved up a lot of money. I was just working hard. I had 4 jobs at one time. And then I quit one of the jobs because I just couldn't manage. Otherwise, there's no sleep at all. So I was now working 3 jobs, and I worked for a whole year. Now, that was a long time ago, right? And then, when I checked my bank account, I had a lot of money. So I had over 500,000, $500,000 in cash. That's now Namibia dollars if you convert from the UK to Namibia dollars. You know what I did? I decided to go to the bank and withdraw all that money, over 500,000. I think it was 550,000 or so Namibia dollars. I withdrew all that money. Then I went to my flat. I was now living alone that time. I wasn't married because I was young and all that. So I took that whole 550,000. I went to my room. I said, okay, today, whatever happens, if somebody comes to kill me and take the money, it's okay. But I want to get that satisfaction to just know how sleeping on money feels. So I took the whole bag of that money, took it to my house, made the bed nicely, and put it on the bed. And it was in summer, so I didn't need a blanket to cover myself. And then I was on the bed, just lying on 550,000 Namibia dollars. I was lying on that money until I fell asleep, and I woke up lying on the money. Then I took the money, I took it back to the bank. That's how I ended up going to build the flats that the 5 blocks of flats that I had in Ongwediva. You see? That was my motivation, but I needed to feel how it feels to sleep on money. I don't know if anybody ever has slept on money, because this is the only story I know. I've never heard of anyone who said, no, they took a lot of money, they put it on the bed and they slept on it. And I didn't do it as a ritual. I just did it because I just needed to know how it feels like to sleep on money, a lot of money. I mean, that's half a million. Okay? And it's my money and it's cash and I earned it. I never stole from anyone. I didn't do any funny things for me to get that money. It was legit money. I worked hard for it. Okay? So it's the same thing. So if you can do this, you'll be fine. You will definitely be fine. So, so let this be your motivation. Find the motivation. If you want a car, you go to magazines. You go to magazines, car magazines. Like I remember 5 years ago, I went to Range Rover here. Okay, Range Rover is on this side now for me. Just here in Eros, right? I went to Range Rover. I got their latest Range Rover leaflets. They gave me the booklets and the catalogs and all these things. Then I cut out that car. I took a paper and I wrote there, Mr. Josephat Kashindi Andreas' latest Range Rover Sport. And then I stuck it on the wall of my room. Every time when I come into that room, it's the first thing that I see. Every time I leave the room, that's the first thing I see. When I go to sleep, I keep it. And then I remember 2019. 2019, I took a $10 note. I don't even have any money right now on me, right? Because I don't like carrying money around because it's just not safe anymore. So I carry my cards, at least I can swipe, you know? So I took a $10 note. And then I wrote in 2019, this is just 2019, that's a few years ago, it's about 5 years ago, right? 2019, right? Four years ago. I took a $10 note. What did I do with it? I took a permanent marker, black permanent marker, and then I made it. I wrote, Namibia dollar is already there, so I just wrote 1. Right? I wrote 1 million. Namibia dollars on a $10 note. Then I put it in the ceiling of the bed where I sleep. So every time when I go to sleep, I'm not worshiping money. I can't worship money. I worship God, the creator of heaven and earth, because I'm a Christian, right? So I can't worship money, but I will be looking at that money, and when I pray, if I'm lying down on my bed, that's the first thing I see when I lie down on the bed. That's the last thing I'll see when I fall asleep. And I prayed, and I prayed, and I prayed. Lord Jesus, make me a millionaire. Help me to make my first million. Help me to make my first million. 2020 came, COVID hit. I made my first million. Okay? That's how it works, because you need to work your mind. This thing is very, 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 very stubborn. But this same thing is also very, very productive. So if you use it correctly, and if you listen to people like me, do you know where I got that information? There's a guy in America that I used to watch. I still watch him today, right? But he also did the same thing, right? He wrote money. His name is David Imonidier. Yeah? David Imonidier is also a young millionaire. He made a lot of money, but that's what he did. But he also watched it from somebody else who had a video out saying, no, they took a 10 US dollar note, they wrote $1 million, and then in the following year they made $1 million. But you can't do this if you are going to gamble. If you are gambling and you are going to drink alcohol and you forget your name by the time you are done drinking. By the way, I don't drink. I've never drunken. I used to drink wine those days a long time ago, but after I gave my life to Christ, I don't taste alcohol. I do not drink alcohol. I don't do gambling. I don't go to the gambling. Even this betting story that people are talking about, I've never done that, and I will never do it, because I have chosen my life to be a serious person who wants to help others. So if you are the type who, when you sign up now, let's say you sign up 20 people and then you get your, I don't know how much that will be, but maybe 1,000 or whatever, or 2,000 or whatever, then you start going for a celebration. Now you are drinking alcohol for you to get drunk, and then you feel like you're celebrating. You are not helping yourself, my friend. If you are to move forward, you need to get rid of certain things that are not good for your life. So I want you to have an attitude of somebody who wants to find whatever it is that moves your heart. Find that thing and start attaching it to this, to say, I'm going to get this money so that I can do this thing that I want to do. Some of you want to open a business. How are you going to open a business if you don't have starting capital? Okay, I remember in 2014, 15, my wife wanted to start her own preschool. So because I had money, I just set her up. I started the preschool. We ran it for the whole year. She never made the profit for the whole year. Our rent was 14,000 per month. That our rent for the preschool, the house that we were using as a preschool, 14,000. Then you pay water for about $1,000, electricity about 2,000. So every month I was spending about 20,000 every month. In 2014, 2015. No, I think 2015. Things like that. But you see, that was her dream. She wanted to run that preschool. By the end of the year, she was so tired, she didn't want to do that anymore. And she said, no, this is not a business that I want to do. So let us concentrate on doing the other business that we were doing. And we concentrated, and then we started traveling the world, and we were happy, and we are happy. We are still happy today. We went to so many places. We went on the cruise. Can you imagine a cruise that can cost, if you want to go on that cruise, you have to have at least, okay, the first time we went, we spent about 40,000. The cruise was cost $40,000. Went for 1 week of the cruise. We cruised from Durban. We flew from here. Well, that's just the cruise. We didn't take the money for the flight and things like that. So it's very important. Like, if you want to do things, you need to do them. Then we cruised from Durban to the coast of Mozambique. We went until the Portuguese island, and then we docked in the sea. Then they got us off, and then we went on the island. We were now drinking nice things there. We were eating nice food. Everything was paid for, right? Those are the things that you can do. And then the following year we went. First I went alone. Then I went with the wife. And then the third year we went with the kids. I took all my kids that were born by then. It's only the two small ones, the one who is 4 now and the one who is 2 years, that have not been on the cruise. But we went with the kids on the cruise for 1 week. The last time we went with the kids, it was over 70,000. 70,000 just for the cruise for 1 week to go on the cruise. But now, why did I choose the cruise? The cruise is nice. It exposes your children. It teaches them that there's other modes of transport. I remember when my son came back, he went to school and they were doing a chapter about transport. And then he was telling people about the cruise. Even the teacher was lost for words because she has never been on the cruise herself. So he was talking, no. So we drove to the airport from Windhoek. We drove to the airport. We parked our car at the airport. We left it there for a week. We paid for it, for the parking. And then from there, we went on another mode of transport, which is a plane. And then the plane took us to Botswana. And then we stopped in Botswana and then we picked up some people there. And then we continued to Durban. And then from Durban, we went on a from the airport, the Durban airport, we went on a bus. A big bus that was sent by the cruise people to come and pick us, because you don't go in ordinary buses. You know, South Africa is dangerous. And then we got on that bus and took us until the port of Durban. And then from there we went on the cruise, and then the cruise took us down to the Portuguese island and things like that. So he was telling these stories, and you see, those are the reasons that made me work very hard. Because I wanted to expose my children. I wanted my children to go to some of the best schools. I didn't want my children to wear the same type of shoes that everybody is wearing. I wanted them to have phones. I wanted them to have laptops at home. I wanted them to have things, to have Wi-Fi and TV and things that they can use so that they can be better even in their education and things like that. So those are some of my reasons for doing the businesses that I was doing for me to make the money I made. So I want you to do the same. So work on that. Find a reason to want to get this money. And start speaking it, start talking it positively. I can guarantee you by the end of this project, a lot of you guys will have a lot of testimonies to say. Some of you, if you want to be one of our regional directors, start already confessing it. Just start talking to yourself. The time when you are away alone, please don't talk when there are other people, like I said. You should already start talking it. You can even introduce yourself, like for me, the first time I got a job to be a director of a parastatal here, I did 3 months. After I applied, 3 months, I was just every morning, I would wake up, go to the mirror, and say, I'm looking at myself in the mirror. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Josephat Kashindi Andreas, and I'm an executive director for NAMDINS. Every morning when I wake up, before I go to work, that's what I say. When I go to bed, ladies and gentlemen, this has been your host for the NAMDINS Entertainment YouTube channel, Mr. Josephat Kashindi Andreas, signing off. Thank you very much. May God bless you, or whatever. I would talk about it already as if you have it already that time. And you watch how God will move heaven and earth for you to be able to get these things. Okay? So this is me, and this is how I want you to do this. Okay? So, let me just see. Shoo, time is gone. Let me just talk about how to survive with minimum or no data or Wi-Fi at all. Like I said in the previous video, there was a video I put already on YouTube. I uploaded already on YouTube, right? I said it's important. This making my hands blue, right? It's important for us to find data. If you don't have data, either you go to somebody who has a house that has Wi-Fi, then you just sit there for a few hours, you use their Wi-Fi, you ask for permission, of course, right? You go to a school, if you have IUM or where they don't look at the students who are coming in to see whether you are really a student or not, you go there with a friend of yours who is a student. You sit there, you use the Wi-Fi for the school or for the public, for malls like Venue Park, Maromo, I don't know, and Grove Mall, but I know that Venue Park has a public Wi-Fi. Go there, connect, sit there for an hour or 2 hours or 3 hours, download all these videos that I've sent you, download them, and then save them offline. When you go to your house where there is no data, you can still watch them nicely without a problem. This is how to survive without data. Otherwise, you find 4 other people, you all put together $20, 20, you buy one super away. You put it on one of your phone. Then that phone should be the one that can go on the YouTube channel. Then you download those videos. That 3 gig, it's enough. Now, I spoke to a friend of mine a few weeks ago, and she was telling me that there is a package you can buy, I think, for $200 at TN Mobile, at Telecom, where you can use that. I think it gives you, I don't know if it's unlimited, I think it's unlimited data for the whole month. Unlimited data for $200. Now, imagine if you were to sign up 4 people, the month of October, you can get your $200 Namibia. That $200 Namibia, you can just go to there and then you do it. Now, you see, once we start the project, this part of the training and the watching the presentation and the videos, this is the one that requires more data. Once we start with the job and you know what to do, you don't need to have a lot of data like that. Basically, it's just for you to check your SMSs, to check your things, you know, and just go on the YouTube channel here and there just to check if there's anything new or whatever, right? And it will not require a lot of data. So you just go out there and you make things happen and you get as many people signed up as possible. And then we'll be happy. You'll be happy because you get your money. Okay? So if you are 4 of you, you put together $20, you can get $80, it's enough. Well, Super is $65 anyway. You pay $65, you get that Super Away voucher, you put it on one phone, you download all the videos in that phone. Now, I was also talking to some people who were saying, oh no, for us we are 4 in the house and we all don't have jobs. I was like, well, if you are 4, you can just use one phone because you are all in that house. All 4 of you you live in that house. Use that one phone of the one person, and then all the 3 people are all doing this same job. And then you all put your resources together, you get the $20 here, you get the $50 there, whatever. Then you put together, you buy one data bundle thing, and then you put it on, you watch, all of you can watch, you save the things offline, and then you watch. And I understand also, I'm not sure if that thing still works. The one where if you are on Super Aware, for example, like for me, I'm Super Aware 24/7, 365 days a year. So that's the one I use. I buy it. In fact, the one I put on yesterday, I put it on Tuesday, but my Super Aware only expired yesterday because I needed to have fresh data as well to add to the other one so that I don't get stuck. Yeah, but like you can do that and you put together and then you can do your things together. You know, if you are together like that, you can still do it. So it's not like it's difficult. You know, it's just difficult if you put it up here. If you convince yourself to saying, oh, this thing is difficult. Do you know what? It will end up being difficult because you are saying it's difficult. So for me, I don't find difficulties, I find solutions. Every time I get a challenge, when you present me with a challenge like this, the first thing that I'll think of is, what is the solution? What can I do? If this cannot work, what about this? What about this? What about this? And that is how, when you become a business person, you need to think strategically, you need to think outside the box. You can't just follow everybody. If everybody is saying this, it's a problem. No, you find ways, because you need ways that will cut costs. Also, even if you are a rich person, you are making a lot of money or whatever, you should still find ways to cut costs. You can't just be paying money because you have it. No, if there's a way of doing something free, if you can get it free, if there's a way of getting the same thing free, why should I pay for it when I can get it free? That's how business people think. And I want you guys to also think like business people, because the next project that we are going to have in 2024, after the end of this project, that one will be a business project. And I want all of you guys who are going to be involved in this to get, because by the 7th month, I guarantee you, all of you guys are going to be very different people from the way you were before you entered this my life through this project. Because all these things that we are going to do, the trainings and the sessions and the feedback sessions and all these things that we are going to do, those things are going to shape you into a different person. And I guarantee you, a lot of you guys are going to be very successful business people because you have gotten to work with me in these things. Because I've got a lot of experience. Sometimes I have too much experience that I don't even know what to do with it, because even my family members, a lot of people don't want to listen to me when I talk. They just want my money when I remember one person I was telling to say, okay, why can't I help you to start a business? And then you can make your own money and you make more money than me, or you can make as much money as I'm making. And the person was like, no, for me, I just want your help. I want your help. But you see, that help, I give you the help today. You use up that money, you finish it. Tomorrow, you still need help. But if I were to help you start a business and teach you how to work with that business and make it successful, and you do it, you will feed yourself for the rest of your life. That's why they say, give a person a fish and you have not solved the problem. But if you teach them how to fish, they will feed themselves for the rest of their life. Okay? So that's how it is. Let me just maybe end this video here and then start another one, because I don't think I'll be able to, I don't want it to be too long so that it's a bit easier for us to manage. Okay? Yeah, so otherwise, I remain the same person, Mr. Joseph Kashinji Andreas. I want you to use this. The purpose of this video was for you to use this amount of money to help you, to drive you so that it can make you do the business. It can make you go and register people like crazy so that you can get this money. Because if you can say, I can get $100,000, start budgeting already on this money. Start budgeting on it right now so that it can help you to move forward. Okay, because if you have this clear in your mind, you are looking at 100,000. Maybe one of you get 100,000, then you go to the bank, you withdraw all of it, and you go to your room and you sleep on it for the one night like I did. Right? Yeah, it's fine. There's nothing wrong there. As long as you are not worshiping money, you are still worshiping God, the creator of heaven and earth. And money is like I always tell people to say, look, do not waste my time. Because I cannot get more time. When the time is gone, it's gone. I can't get it back. Even if you have how much money, you will never be able to buy back the same time that you lost. You can steal my money. I will be able to make more money tomorrow from something else. It's better for you to steal my money than to steal my time. So that's why I'm very, very serious when it comes to training and to business coaching and all these things. So I want you to take this seriously. And if you are really serious, 2,000 people is a very small number. I was able to do this in a job in a foreign country. When I was employed by Alliance and Leicester Bank in the UK, for me to work as a salesperson to sell credit cards to people, to sign up people to take out credit cards in the UK. I had a wrong accent. I'm black. Yeah, I'm African. I'm Namibian. I'm Vambu. You know, all those were things that were counting against me. But you know what? I told myself to say, if God has taken me from Eloela village, Utapi, in Musati region, 7 kilometers from Utapi, and he took me to Windhoek. And from Windhoek, he put me on a plane and I went to the UK. Then I can, anything that a white person in the UK, anything that a person in the UK who was born there can do, I will do also myself. That's the confidence you need to have in yourself. You can't be, if you are feeling sorry for yourself, like I see people are complaining, they're in the UK, maybe the ones who went illegal and all that, and they're feeling sorry for themselves. No, well, I'm like, dude, you have no idea. For me, you take me to the UK today, in 3 months, I have made $1 million from there. Without stealing anything from anyone, just doing serious hard work with my mind. So, I was able to sign up 2,000 people in, I think, about 3 months of doing that job. So if you can do this, you get $100,000 in 3 months. At least do it 3 months and beat my record. Now for you are Namibian, you are in Kunene region or you are in Zambezi region, and you speak the same language that people are talking in Zambezi. You are from there, people know you are from there. What is your excuse? What is your excuse not to get this $2,000, to sign up 2,000 people? And I mean, the population of this country is big enough. Windhoek has over nearly 400,000 people. Windhoek. Oshogunji probably are talking of 185,000, I know 250 something thousand. No, I think 180 thousand people. All you are looking for is 2,000 people to get 100,000. What about Utapi? Musati region, my home region. Over 250 something thousand people. That's the population of the whole place. Even if you go to Utapi alone, you go to Rakana, you go to all these small towns, or Shikuku, you go wherever, Tandi or Kahao. You'll be able to get 2,000 people from one location. So who says, 7 months is a long time. So I'm going to record nicely because there's another thing I wanted to explain, but I'm just saying, use this money as your driving force because you can get it and you will get it if you can work and you get these people signed up. That's all. Very easy. And come 7 months time, you have had 100,000. 100,000 is a lot of money. You can get a car from there, a laptop and a phone. Brand new, clothes, food. You can start a business with this money. Yeah? And when you start your business, you might never have to work for anyone ever again. You might never have to go and look for jobs again. You know? Because that's what we do. Okay, anyway, all the best of Godspeed. Take care then before this video becomes too long. I want to wish you all the grace from God to help you, to give you the wisdom on how to do this so that you can do it properly. Okay? All the best then. Let me just sign off quickly. Bye.